Hey guys, on today's video we get to see my highest damage game so far in World of Tanks. I played this game about almost 3 months ago, I think, and it was like obviously going into this game it was unexpected, a huge long shot, right? And on this map, when I play Clef, I like on a tank destroyer, a paper tank destroyer, to be specific, and I like to take this place right here because from this spot, it's a pretty common spot. Let's just say that. But from here, I mean, it's a good one too, right? Because you get to shoot the entirety of the map. So in a paper tank destroyer like the Waffle Traeger PZ4, which is, oh my god, it's such an amazing German tank destroyer. Like, it is super accurate, so good alpha, and when you are sitting at the back, yeah, that bad chat, you can tell that bad chat. No, he knew he made a mistake, and he was, you know what? He was like, oh my god, oh my god, I need to pull back quickly. Yeah, Mr. Bad Chat, that was that was a huge fuck up on your side. The ST2 pushes in front of two tier 10 heavy tanks and gets obliterated, as he should, because that was a dumb play. So right here, we're just waiting for some shots. Maybe the email will give us a shot, maybe the super conqueror, and with a tank destroyer, especially in today's meta, with a tank destroyer, it's hard to get good games. It's not just hard, but your team, like, to have an epic game, your team has to be losing, but it's not like losing the 15 to 3 or 15 to 4 kind of thing, you know? They kind of have to be losing, but down, you have to always be down 3 to 4 tanks all the time. And the enemies will start pushing your allies, and as they are pushing them, trying to win the game, obviously, you know, they'll be sometimes be too eager to do some damage, and you can actually manage to put in some shots. A horrible aim there by my side. So we're at 2000 damage. We're almost 4 minutes into this game. Our top tiers are falling apart. We lost 2 top tiers so far. We got 5 left. Well, make that 4 left. And there you go. We are down 3 tanks. The enemies started rushing in. And oh boy, when you see the Type 4 heavy in the middle of the open for you, oh, you just know you're gonna have a good game. Let's just say that. So I pulled back a little bit because I was concerned the Type would spot me, and then, well, the dude probably had actually no view range, so could he spot? So far, 4k damage, and just we're waiting. IS-7, come on buddy, get spotted. I have a present for you. But the IS-7 took a hit already from us, and he knows he is shitting. He is sitting, not shitting. He is sitting in the deepest shithole ever. And let's look at the score. Now we're down 2 tanks. We managed to pull through, right? But then now we're down again. Now I'm looking for the weak spot on the AE Phase 1's turret, which is the pike nose from the front. You can actually pen that with gold ammo. And 60 TP gets spotted. That was a really hard angle. You know, the Polish tanks, especially when I like got to the high tiers, and sometimes you get a chance to meet them on the battle, they're like really hard to deal with. They seem to have such trollish armor, it's so annoying for me. It's like either you have that, you have really high penetration. If you have really high penetration, you can deal with it easily. What I'm trying to say. But if you have like somewhere around 280, 290, to unless you have a clean shot at the lower plate, there is a huge chance you're gonna bounce them. And that goes for the 50 TP and the 60 TP. The IS-7 gets spotted, pushes in front, and loses 1,000 of his hit points. And now look at the score. After we took care of the IS-7, the hit points are back. We are like back into this game. Only one tank down, and now we're down 2 tanks, and this leopard one is going to be super annoying because he's trying. He knows what's going on right now. Obviously, I don't know how I managed to miss that, and I'll probably regret it. That shot, I will probably regret it in the near future. 10-11. The score is pretty much a tie right now. And we're just waiting. Come on, Leo 1. Why don't you just make a mistake, dude? I'm at 5.6 damage. And the Leo 1 makes a mistake. And 6.2 damage so far. Oh boy. I think this is like the first time in what? 5, 6, 7 minutes that we're ahead by HP. It's actually crazy. But you can see when you're down this much tanks, one tank at the end, if the tank destroyers, the enemy tank destroyers, manage to actually get into this game, it can be pretty complicated. That's why even though, as you can see, there is only 3 tanks on the enemy side that are spotted, I don't want to make any moves. I don't intend. I'm going for blind shots because it would make sense for the STRV to be there, but somehow that didn't hit. So I just went to the left side, went with some blind shots and nothing. So as I was saying, even though there are only 3 enemy tanks are spotted, I don't want to make any plays because I know if I make any plays, the Waffenträger of PZ4 could show up, the STRV could show up, and then would be sitting in the deep shithole. They could flank you, they could, support their teammates. So yeah, when you're down tanks, it's very important to stop making any kind of plays, especially when the score is this close. Because as you can see now, the enemies do have the advantage again. I'm pulling back behind the bush, and then I fired, but unlucky that didn't go in. Because if I had fired without falling back behind the bush, I would have basically gotten spotted. The STRV gets spotted, and another miss. Yeah. I don't think I aimed that one badly. The Leo one, the Leopard one shot was kind of on me because I was moving. Let's just rewind that for a little bit. Yeah, now that I look at it again, I could have actually moved a little bit to the left, and that would put the reticle in the center of the STRV, making the majority of the circle. That was really bad aim. The second shot was horrible. Making the circle actually, most of the circle on the tank, which makes for a high probability of hitting it. So we're now 3 versus 5 tanks. Clearly the enemy knows where we are, and it's just a matter of me and the Sharpfoot 4 getting spotted, and they can easily pick us off. Because this spot, you can hide probably with a tank, low profile tank on it, but 2 tanks they can't work. You can't just hide 2 tanks here, it's almost impossible. At least one will take damage. Waffenträger gets spotted, and he takes 561 in the face. The 60 TP is making a really good angle, and the only way I'd be able to pin him in that scenario is by hitting the cupola on the top of the turret, but for some reason I never aimed at that. I didn't even bother to aim there. I don't know why. I guess I just thought I'll probably never hit it. The Leo one is doing a good job. The Leo one is trying his best to actually spot us, but it's not working out for him. Waffenträger manages to finish off our AMX. That was sitting under us, and now it's just a matter of me trying to find a shot on this 60 TP that has almost 700 hit points. And he's just looking at us, waiting for us to get spotted. And I know there is an angle here where I can pin him, and I'm looking at it. I'm just trying to find it. As you can see, the reticle showing red, which means no pin. So I'm just waiting for the green. I found the green and I hit him. 600, not 1000. This is just like a bug after I rewind, and now it's just gonna be stuck there for the rest of the game. I'm not gonna re-record, especially considering how many views I'm getting. You know, the algorithm clearly doesn't like me. I mean, it's not a matter of the algorithm doesn't like me at the end of the day. It's just YouTube is a company, I guess, and all companies have one thing in common. They all, well, profitable companies, they all have one thing in common, and it's making profit. That's all they care about. And the only way for me to get good views at this point, I guess, is I had to promote my videos, which is something I'm really not interested in doing. So, at least for now, let's just say that. Plus, World of Tanks, I guess, is not the most popular content on YouTube. So, at the end of the day, it's understandable. But will I stop making videos? No. I'll keep uploading, even though I'm not getting any kind of views. And what are you gonna do? It's always gonna be hard for the regular guy to make it, especially on the internet. I auto-aimed on the STRV. I flapped the first shot, which is super stupid from my side. I should have aimed better. I should have took my time and finished him off. Instead, I ended up taking damage from him. Hey, at least, come on. You gotta give me some props here. At least I didn't take damage from dropping down there. But yeah, that taking a shot from the STRV is like the game changer. Because not only now I don't have any AP or APCR left, I'm just left with HE, guys. Only HE, which means I can't pen shit. I don't even know, especially after these HE years, I don't even know if I can actually finish off this 60 TP with HE. So yeah, I'm basically now an HE noob. Not a gold noob, but an HE noob. The 60 TP kills the Sharfutur, and the STRV it's as if he knew, you know what, I'm coming for you, Waffenträger, and I know you only got HE left. I'm pre-aimed for him, just come around the corner hoping maybe I can finish him off. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so the STRV-K, the brand new Swedish heavy tank, has, I think has 390 alpha. So there is like what, 50-50 chance? Well, actually less than 50% chance that he can finish this off. But even though that's the case, the first roll that I hit him with HE was 136, and I think he has 189 hit points. So even if I hit him, I don't think I'd be able to pin him. But if I didn't waste 2 shots on trying to blind fire and hit him, and I missed him already, so this guy, you know, he was a little bit lucky. And if I had one more shot, the one that was wasted against the STRV, I could probably win this. But am I going to lose? Let's see. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Because Waffenträger, although it is really accurate and amazing, because you have camo, you have decent speed, it's not the best, right? You're not as fast as Grille or I don't know, light tanks, but you have decent enough speed to relocate. Good camo, accurate, hard-hitting gun with good alpha damage, but it sucks around in close quarter combat. It just does, because you have a turret that can be exposed with that can be penned with HE, which mean that's what you have to expose to do damage. So can you imagine it gets bent by the weakest part of you, the weakest part of the tank must be exposed in order for you to deal damage. So you're exposing your weakest valuable point in the tank. You see what I'm trying to say here? In order to try to deal damage or damage the enemies, I guess. So what that means it's just, even though you have a turret, it's not great. That's what that means. Because at least, I'm not saying give it, I don't know, IS-7 turret. I'm just saying if it had a little bit more armor, maybe 100, you know, you can only get penned by those special HEs. That would at least be something. So yeah, and that's why it will always suck in close quarter combats, because of this thing, for me at least. Sure, if there's like a huge distance between you and the enemies, you can actually poke around the rocks, or you know, try to fire some shots here and there, but in close quarters it will just always suck. And that's it, defeat. The game is over, and that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video, and now I'll just leave you with the post-game results. Hey, it's me again. I just wanted to say that please, if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content on this channel. This was Controller Master, and see you again soon.